ball over the wall. Over the wall.
Run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down.
Tired of being
Problem?
around. I want to be my
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, cause I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. I had a feeling you'd say that. It's that look in your eye that says, I don't care about the law. Well, if I was you, I'd watch my step around here. Cause this Aquila City is under the protection of the Freestar Rangers. Ain't no lawbreaker who can get away from them. Once the Rangers are after you, you're as good as got. Don't say you ain't been warned. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Emily was right about you. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious... First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger. But Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny. He was trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait from there, catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
That's just not the way to handle a situation like that. You need to read the room. I really
Helping Anne. I just know Annie's gonna be a ranger one day, just like her mom.
We can't let him get away with it. I have a notebook full of it. The city is crawling with litterers. And some people use very bad words. Mom says it's not a crime, but anytime I say something, I get grounded. So I keep my eye on it. I'm doing just great. I'm following up on a lead. Well, more like a hunch. A ranger surveillance assistant's work is never done. If you see anything fishy, come grab me.
I want to suggest diverting funds to xenobiological research, but I'm not sure if the profit margin's justified.
We got to pay Rasha anything?
No, as long as you clean up after yourself, she don't mind.
That's awfully kind of her.
Mrs. Lance is Aquila through and through. Nice
Not sure if
cooking
those
on that
maroon
vessel.
zealots live in space.
Yeah,
You
the
didn't hear
site
this
was
from
off
me.
and to the left. I
But
dialed
those
it.
ecliptic mercenaries,
Same time next week.
factions use them sometimes.
You know it.
The Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them wide berth. Ask me, who's already associated blasted into space dust.
big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like talking to strangers. Then you chose a hell of a profession.
Before you hit something you'll regret.
Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
There's no one the Trackers Alliance can't find.
Laredo makes some of the most dependable
You must
firearms
fancy
money
yourself
can
a
buy.
bounty hunter.
If they're
you
good
come to
enough for the
speak with
Freestar
me.
Rangers,
If
they
you
should be good
think you
enough for
can
us.
hack taking down wanted criminals for pay, the Trackers Alliance posted the mission boards like the one you'll find at the hitching post. Ah, fancy yourself a bounty hunter, do you? Okay. Fair warning. This post jobs to the mission boards, like the one here in Aquila. Check them out if you want to track down and kill some of our more elusive targets. I haven't been in the game for a while. These days, I'm more on the admin side of things, finding new recruits, dealing with freelancers, etc. But the wildest bounty I had was for a guy who smuggled several tons of Aurora off of Neon. I was hired by Benjamin Bayou himself. Simple, or so I thought. Tracked the mark across the settled systems, only to find out it was a diversion, and the guy was actually still on Volite Alpha. Built himself a little floating base using scrap crafts out in the deep waters. Swam out a ways to reach him without alerting him to my presence. When I found the guy, he was so blitzed on his own supply that he went willingly. Thought I was an angel, leading him to the promised land, instead of directly to the local authorities. Don't wind up on the wrong side of the Trackers Alliance.
It has been very difficult to prove. The latest investigation into the...
Hilo would be a quaint world to retire on, if the damn wildlife wasn't so hostile.
Feel free to read.
The estate is empty, right? What's stopping me from just, leaving? I dream about one day having my own plot of land.
barely walk 2 steps without running into a bar.
My husband and I work hard to feed Aquila City. You might have had a meal with produce we farmed.
Mr. King,
Mira, how are you doing?
I can't complain. Someone said some of the field-burn crops got a little damaged? This means a great deal to me, and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you. That is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. It's touch and go, sometimes. Pests are too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile. But the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. You take care.
Doing the right thing is tougher than doing the easy thing, but it always works out better in the end.
I've seen people just want to do right by might not be glamorous, but farming's honest work at least.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead.
There's something deeply satisfying working the land.
It's tough living here. I'm telling you, since you can do it on your own terms.
You have a nice day now.
City with walls. Quite a throwback, wouldn't you agree?
Do you have business with the Trade Authority? The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements. Got it. Aquila City is bustling, one of the busiest Trade Authority branches in the galaxy. Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority. Certainly. We offer cargo hauling jobs via mission boards to pilots, provided they have their own ship. It's more or less what you'd expect. Bring cargo from point A to point B, get paid for it. If you're interested, I'd recommend checking them out. It's a good way to make some extra creds. I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. Take this message to the Den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. You'll see mission boards typically near starports throughout the settled systems, usually in a bar. Several companies and organizations utilize the mission boards to post one-off jobs for freelancers, like yourself, presumably. In all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter. Nice to have some civilized conversation.
planning on staying a while, we could grab a room at the Stone Root Inn.
Meet all sorts in Aquila City.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down?
Please, let me know if I can be of
It's not like it
service.
gets much use.
Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly... Right, welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. Let's get you set up. I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back.
You want to steer clear of the Stretch? Lots of crime over there.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Lance.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
Aquila is one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings. You take care.
especially giving us a bit of a workout.
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've was around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. What day is it? Oh, I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problems. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly. Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the core, because it was built later as the city grew. As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. It's mostly farmers and other laborers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hassanove family ran out of heirs. There's no wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help. I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hassanove was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate, built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanoves. A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus. You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
Cartwrights have been donating to the Low House for generations. Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a power. Elias and Raisha both sent their donations. Thank you. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith. Some days are easier than others. For example, because of you, today is one of the days which gives me strength instead of sapping it. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it. Not so fast. I have one more thing for you to do, but I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
The worst thing is, I could really see loving it here. We just need a chance.
Thank you for saving my husband. Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means. Over here in Aquila, it's regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you. I was so scared.
Private sector. That's where... I think I got them. What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got them.
Would it be too much to ask if we stopped by Laredo Firearms and took a look around?
I think... Thank you for coming by.
There's not enough to do around here.
You lost? I don't think we typically allow customers. If you're looking to browse, if you need assist, I don't think we typically allow customers up here.
was a good reason that was locked.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
You meet all sorts in a...
Get called on one more tremendous order.
Evening, ma'am.
always fond of high-gravity environments. Nothing like performing double the effort to achieve half the efficiency.
Captain, greetings.
Have things for you. We should ask Sam about Aquila sometime. He has some pretty amazing stories to tell. good sleep? I have something for you when you have a moment.
Devin and Astis has run into some trouble. Words of the wise. You don't want to be so bad.
I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
for you when you have a moment.
Just for a while, eh? That too much to ask for?
Good day, Captain.
Time to get this ship moving.